My name is Shahrzad Nooravi, and I'm a business psychologist, speaker, author, and coach. I work with companies to create really engaging workplaces where employees are committed and giving their all. And we know what a good workplace feels like, but the truth of it is, when it's going really well, there has been a lot of time and energy invested into creating that wonderful workplace. Over the years, so many leaders have said to me, tell me what to do. How do I make a great workplace? And these are leaders who've read so many management books and already know a lot and are doing so many things right. But they're asking for the steps, which is such a good ask. So I wrote a leadership book entitled A Powerful Culture Starts With You. And in this book, I talk about different models for working on your culture. The first model is watch it. These are steps that you can take to look at your culture from a fresh set of eyes. Drive it, the second of the 3 steps, is a coaching model, which has steps and questions for each of the steps, because we all need to coach, whether it's at work, at home, in our community. And I wanted to empower leaders to be able to use this tool and start coaching right away. The third one is walk it. And this is a senior team alignment model, and it starts with walk the talk, which is one of the most important things to do as a senior team and that employees want from you. They want to see you succeed. They want to see the leaders walk the talk, and I talk about how you could do that. This YouTube channel is created for entrepreneurs and executives who want to learn tips for creating a stronger workplace culture. It's also made for future leaders who want to learn and be ready when it's their time. It's also made for what I call culture guardians. These are employees who care so much for the business that they are going out of their way to seek feedback from other employees, from customers, from the community, to make sure that everything stays on track and that the company continues to thrive. You'll hear me use the term culture guardian quite a bit, and it's because it's a very important role in the organization. Once a week for this channel, I will provide content on leadership culture, and it'll fall into one of 3 categories. The first one is a systems view. The second one is a team dynamics view. And the third one is individual leadership view. In terms of the systems content, you could expect to learn about the 3-model approach for driving a powerful culture. You could expect to learn about the organizational life cycle and how, just as humans, we have a life cycle, organizations have a life cycle, from startup until the prime, from infancy until adulthood. And I'm so excited to share what great leadership looks like at each of these phases and how we have to shift our leadership as the organization grows. I'll also talk about managing change and how important it is for employees to be engaged when you explain the change in a way that is clear and transparent. Even if employees don't like that change, when you are honest about it, they will be on board. And last, I'll make sure to talk about creating values for your company that you can live by, that you hire people by, promote people by, and if you need to, offboard people by. Values are lived, and they should be in the language and in the conversation and in the meetings, and not just something that looks great on a wall or is the name of a conference room. In terms of teams, I'll talk about facilitating really inclusive meetings where everyone is involved and not just the people who have the more extroverted personality types and not just the people with power. I will talk about personality differences and how to better understand others' personalities and your own so that you could adapt your style to better understand and work with others. We often wait for others to approach us when there's a challenge versus trying to understand what went wrong and what we could do about it. And in terms of the team dynamic, I'll talk about how to have powerful conversations that are authentic and kind and direct. And this is an art, and I can't wait to talk to you about it. In the third category of individual leadership, I'll talk about emotional intelligence, what it looks like, what it sounds like, and the impact it has when we work on it, And it's a lifelong kind of work. It's not something that happens overnight. It's something we have to practice. We can be on this journey together if you subscribe. Here's to your wisdom, power, resilience, and grace.